Have you ever had a gut feeling so strong it almost felt like a memory of something that hadn't happened yet? Or a moment of inexplicable déjà vu, where you felt a deep knowing, a flicker of familiarity with a moment you've never experienced? Perhaps it was a random, illogical urge to take a different route home, only to later find out you avoided a major traffic jam. We all have these micro moments, these subtle nudges, flashes of insight, and strange synchronicities. And most of the time, what do? We dismiss them. We call them coincidence, a fluke, a weird feeling, and we let our logical mind take back the driver's seat. But what if those moments are not random at all? What if they are the most important pieces of information you could ever receive? This isn't just spiritual woo-woo. It touches on the very edges of our understanding of reality. In quantum physics, there's a concept known as the quantum field, a field of infinite potential where all possibilities for your future exist simultaneously as waves of probability. Your future, the one where you are healthier, wealthier, in a loving relationship, isn't a distant point on a timeline you have to build from scratch. It exists right now as an energetic potential. And from a neuroscience perspective, our brain contains a network called the reticular activating system, or RAS, which acts as a filter, only showing us the information that we've deemed important. But intuition, the gut feeling, operates outside of this logical filter. It's a whisper from a deeper level of consciousness. The problem, the reason we feel so stuck in life, is that we have been conditioned to see time as a one-way street. We believe our past is behind us, the present is here, and the future is a distant, unknown destination we are traveling towards. This linear thinking forces us to create our future using only the tools and evidence of our past. We look at our past failures and project them forward. We look at our current bank account and use it to define our future financial potential. We are essentially driving forward while looking only in the rearview mirror, wondering why we keep ending up in the same places, stuck in the same loops of self-sabotage and limitation. But today, we are going to introduce a perspective that will fundamentally change your relationship with time, with your future, and with these micro moments you've been ignoring. Your future isn't ahead of you. It's all around you, broadcasting information to you in every single moment. That gut feeling, that creative idea that comes out of nowhere, that synchronicity, those are signals from the future you desire, showing you the most direct path to get there. In this video, I will show you how to recognize these broadcasts, how to tune your own energy to receive them with clarity, and how to master these micro moments to stop being a passive passenger on a timeline and become a conscious selector of your reality. So how can the future possibly be communicating with us now? To understand this, we have to let go of our rigid, Newtonian view of time. The core truth is that in the quantum model of reality, your desired future is a vibrational pattern that already exists in the field of potential. Think of the version of you who is living your dream life. That version of you has a specific energy, a unique frequency signature. That frequency isn't locked away in a distant calendar year. It is a potential that is accessible to you right now. And that potential is constantly broadcasting itself, rippling backward through time, so to speak. These broadcasts are the universe's breadcrumbs, the clues leading you from your current reality to that desired one. They don't come as a detailed 5-year plan. They come as a subtle nudge in the present moment. Call this person, read that book, sign up for this class, trust this feeling. When we ignore these signals because they don't make logical sense, we are essentially hanging up on a call from our own future. Let's use a metaphor to make this crystal clear. Imagine your desired future is a specific destination you've entered into a cosmic GPS. You are the car. The conventional, linear approach to life is like trying to map out the entire journey before you even start the engine. You try to predict every turn, every traffic light, every potential roadblock. It's exhausting, it's filled with anxiety, and it's based entirely on old maps of roads you've already traveled. It doesn't account for new shortcuts or unexpected opportunities. Now, consider the quantum perspective. In this model, you simply get in the car and turn on the GPS. You don't need to know the whole route. All you need to do is listen for the next immediate instruction. In 200 feet, turn right. That instruction is the broadcast from your future. It's the intuitive hit, the gut feeling. Your only job is to trust that instruction and make the turn, even if your logical mind says, "But I've always gone straight on this road." This is why the common approach of grinding and forcing our way to goals is often so ineffective and draining. It's like trying to drive the car with the emergency brake on. We're fighting against the natural flow of energy. The transformative power of this new perspective lies in the micro moment of choice. When you get that intuitive nudge, that quiet signal, you have a choice. Do you follow the old map of your past programming, or do you follow the live real-time guidance from your cosmic GPS? Intervening in that micro moment, choosing to trust the seemingly illogical nudges, the most powerful thing you can do. It's a declaration to the universe that you are ready to move beyond the limitations of your past. Each time you follow one of these broadcasts, the GPS recalculates and sends you the next one, and the next, leading you down a path you could never have conceived of with your conscious mind alone, a path of greater ease, flow, and synchronicity. This all sounds profound, but how do we actually apply it? How do we go from being a logical planner to an intuitive receiver? It boils down to 3 practical, actionable steps. First, you must define the destination to set the frequency. You cannot tune into a radio station if you don't know which one you're trying to find. This isn't about creating a rigid, detailed plan. It's about getting crystal clear on the feeling and the energy of the future you wish to embody. Don't just focus on the what, focus on the why and the how it feels. For example, in your career, instead of just saying, "I want a promotion," define the feeling behind it. Is it a feeling of being creative, respected, impactful, and free? Meditate on that feeling. Embody it. That feeling is the frequency. That is the destination you are plugging into your GPS. Now, your intuitive system knows what signal to scan for it. Will start highlighting opportunities, people, and ideas that match that frequency of creativity and respect. Second, you must learn to listen by tuning the dial. Once you know the frequency, you need to learn how to hear it through the static of daily life. The broadcasts from your future are often subtle whispers, not loud shouts. The voice of intuition is calm, neutral, and expansive, while the voice of fear is loud, urgent, and contractive. To hear the whisper, you must quiet the noise. This means incorporating moments of stillness into your day. It could be a 5-minute meditation in the morning, a silent walk without your phone, or simply pausing to take 3 deep breaths before a big meeting. For example, if you're making a financial decision, like buying a house, your logical mind will be weighing pros and cons, creating spreadsheets. That's the noise. Learning to listen means pausing all of that, placing a hand on your heart or gut and asking, does this decision feel expansive or contractive? Does it feel like freedom or a cage? The answer you feel in your body is a direct broadcast. In a relationship, before you react to your partner from a place of old habit, pause, listen. What is the most loving, aligned response right now? That inner knowing is the signal. And the third, most important step, is to act on the signal with trust. An intuitive hit without corresponding action is just a pleasant thought. This is where courage comes in. You must be willing to take a small step based on the signal, even when your logical mind screams that it's foolish. Let's say you're at work, and you have a sudden, random idea for a project that is completely outside your job description. The logical mind says, "Don't bother, no one will listen, it's not your place." But you act on the signal. You write a one-page summary and send it to your boss. That action is what turns the potential into reality. Your boss might love the initiative, creating a new role for you that perfectly matches the frequency of creative and impactful you set earlier. Or maybe you get a sudden urge to visit a bookstore you haven't been to in years. You go, and you coincidentally bump into a person who becomes a vital connection for your future. These are not coincidences. These are the results of following the breadcrumbs. If you're starting to look back and recognize all the times your intuition was trying to guide you, hit that like button right now. It's a powerful way to acknowledge that this wisdom has been inside you all along, just waiting for you to listen. And if you're enjoying this shift in perspective, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our future explorations. Now, let's bring this all together. The vision here is about more than just achieving goals faster. It's about a complete shift in how you live. It's about moving from a life of struggle, force, and control to a life of flow, trust, and co-creation. Imagine what it would feel like to wake up every day, not with a stressful to-do list you have to conquer, but with a sense of curious anticipation, wondering what signals and synchronicities the universe will send you today. This is what it means to live in the quantum field. You stop seeing yourself as a small, isolated individual trying to make things happen, and you start experiencing yourself as a conscious receiver, a partner with a vast, intelligent universe that is constantly guiding you toward your highest potential. The message to take with you is this: your power lies not in planning for the future, but in your sensitivity to the present moment. That is where all the information is. That is where your future is calling to you. So stop trying to build a bridge to your future. The future is already building a bridge to you. Your only job is to take the first step. Too close, I want to leave. You with this thought. Stop trying to predict the future. The future is trying to guide you. Your only job is to listen. And now I want to hear from you. What is one intuitive signal or gut feeling you've had recently that you may have dismissed? Let's bring it into the light. Share it in the comments below, and let's acknowledge the profound wisdom we all have access to. Thank you for joining me on this energy shift today. Remember to subscribe so we can continue this journey together.